signs, thank you for being so patient with me. I know that this round of messages from Spirit I started about a week ago, and I have been desperately trying to find some time to do your reading, air signs, I promise. It's just been a super busy time for me, and so yeah, I am now doing it, so let's get into it. These readings are quickly becoming my favorites to do. Yeah, hope you are doing well out there, air signs, and that life is treating you kind. Sending love out to those that need it, love and strength, and healing too, if that is something that anyone is needing watching this video. So air signs, this is your messages from Spirit Timeless General Reading. Let's get our tarot cards for the reading. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords. We have the Eight of Swords. A lot of air coming up already. Air signs. And we have the Strength card. Okay. Let's pop our tarot away and get our tea leaf cards. So these readings, I use a combination of tarot, tea leaf reading cards. I layer the cards with charms to get the messages. In these readings, I have also been getting some yes/no guidance from my pendulum, so we'll be doing that. Poor earth signs, I did their reading and forgot to do the pendulum part. Oh, we're also going to roll our divination dice and see the number energy that comes up and the zodiac energy. Alright, so let's get our tea leaf cards. Not that one. Mermaid. Whoa, okay. Mask and telephone. Okay, let's get our charms. Give them a little bit of a mix. Excuse me, this might be a little bit loud, guys. Alright, so we have the angel on the Page of Swords. Interesting. We have the bells on the Eight of Swords. We have the Hamza hand on the Strength. We have the Tree of Life on the Mermaid. We have the Baby Carriage on the Mask. And we have Oh, I can't remember which reading it was where we got the same charm on the same tea leaf card, but there you have it. We have the telephone on the telephone. Okay, so Spirit really wants us to pay attention to this message, I believe. So when we get round to it, yeah, we'll find out what that one is all about. But yeah, definitely communication and messages of some kind. I might need to pull another card for clarity on that one. We'll see. Alright, let's roll our dice and see what we get. So we have the number 5. So the number 5 may be of significance at this time. And we have Aquarius. So friendship, hopes and wishes. All right. So yeah, sorry. With the friendship, hopes and wishes, just keep that information in mind as we go through the messages that we have here. All right, so let's get into our messages. Okay, air signs. Our first message here is that of the Page of Swords with the Angel Charm. So I feel like there's a message from Spirit here that there is a young child connected to you in some way that Spirit wants you to know they are protected at this time, and they are being watched over very, very carefully by your angels, by your spirit team. So Spirit wants you to know this, and I just want to say and remind you guys that this is a general timeless reading. So not all of the messages will resonate and be for everyone, but hopefully there will be something here for you that helps you. But yeah, there is a message from Spirit here for air signs, that there is a young child or young person connected to you. Spirit wants you to know they are protected at this time, and they are being watched over very, very closely by your angels and your spirit team. It could even be that they are being protected, loved and watched over by a loved one in spirit. So that's a beautiful message, and that is here for you, air signs. The next message we have is and I really want to say, I feel this is unusual for me too when I give readings, that I feel out of breath. So I'm just going to take a deep breath in. But air signs, I feel this, I feel like this could be a little bit like your energy at the moment. There could be a little bit of anxiety here, and it's interesting that I feel this as we go into our next message with the 8 of Swords and the bells. So the 8 of Swords is, you know, generally all about feeling restricted and not being able to move forward due to your fears. So yeah, very, very interesting. I felt like just that anxious, can't breathe energy when I am channeling this message for for the Eight of Swords with the bells. So with this message, I feel like there's going to be some sort of communication, messages, emails, some phone call, letter, think of any type of communication. And again, look at this, we have this communication and messages, like we have the 2 telephones here, which is also very interesting now that I'm talking about messages. But I do feel like this message here with the 8 of Swords is there's going to be some sort of communication from somebody, and it's going to help you immensely with this feeling of being restricted due to some sort of fear or anxiety. The swords are not actually touching the lady, so, you know, although she may feel restricted because these swords are around her, there's not the fear that, you know, she's feeling is, I wouldn't say it's not really there, but it's not, you know, there is a solution for her to you know, get out of this. It's not as bad as what it might feel like, is what I want to say. So yeah, there's definitely some sort of communication, whether it be, you know, via text, via telephone, via email, via, you know, a letter, some sort of communication that actually helps with that feeling of restriction and those fears. So that's that message. The next message we have is that of the Strength card with the Hamza hand. And I always go to say the Hamza hand just because you're saying ha, like that sound, but it's the Hamza hand. And so again, there's this real sort of, we have the angel here with protection, and the Hamza hand's all about protection as well. And I feel like Spirit's sort of saying, you know, and I have no idea what's going on in your world, air signs, but obviously there's something going on where Spirit is really wanting to push this message of protection for you. And with this message, it is Spirit wants you to know that I'm just getting this message of continue to be strong, continue to keep being strong with something. It feels like, you know, you're needing to be strong for something or someone, and Spirit wants you to kind of know that, you know, keep doing that. You're not wrong in doing that, and it's not taking you anywhere. It is effective, but also Spirit's wanting you to know that you are protected. So, you know, if at times you feel like you just don't have that strength for this situation or for this person, that's okay, because, you know, Spirit's got you, and you are actually quite loved and protected by Spirit at this time, by your angels, by your Spirit team, by loved ones in Spirit. There's this real big energy of protection for you, air signs, at the moment, which just comes across in this really loving way, like, I got you. It's okay. It's okay if you can't do it right now. I got you. And also, yeah, that message of, you know, somebody, a child or a young person connected to you, protected as well. So yeah, you know, Spirit wants you to know, if you don't, you know, it's great that you have been being strong, but if at times, you know, that it all gets too much for you, Spirit has got you, and Spirit wants you to know that you are absolutely being looked after, loved, guided, and protected at this time. So let's move on to our next message, which is that of the mermaid and the tree of life. And this message is quite a simple one, I feel, but very, very beautiful at the same time. And that is, you know, to be sort of be really, really aware of the beauty that surrounds you. Don't sort of, you know, that saying, you know, what's that saying? This drives me insane when I'm doing readings and the saying pops into my head, but then I can't actually verbalize it. Something about, you know, pay attention to the little things, because they are the big things, or something like that. Anyway, I'm sure somebody knows the saying, and if you do, if you pop it in the comments for me so I can be reminded of what it actually is. But what I wanted to say with the message that's here with the mermaid and the tree is that I feel like Spirit's wanting to remind you but just to be sort of more present and aware of your surroundings at this time. I feel like Spirit just doesn't want you to miss out on, I feel like it's really sort of Four of Cups energy. Like, if you are not careful, you're going to miss some kind of opportunity or blessing that the universe, I was going to say that the university has for you. Maybe there's a message there with schooling. I don't know. Take it if it resonates. But yeah, I feel like, yeah, there's some real Four of Cups energy with this message, and that is, you know, just to be sort of really present, because Spirit, yeah, doesn't want you to miss any beauty that's going on around you, or any of the blessings or opportunities that the universe wants to bring into your world. There's also a sub message here that, you know, there's a connection to family, I feel, and so if we want to extend that message out into family, I feel like Spirit has a message here for you air signs to really pay attention to family at this time. Yeah, there's that Four of Cups vibe there as well, where, you know, you don't sort of, you sort of want to pay attention to what's going on in your family unit, because there could be something that if you're not paying attention, you might miss, and it feels important. So thank you, Spirit. We have those messages there for you, air signs. Again, timeless general reading. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Let's go on to our next message, which is the mask and the baby carriage. So there's a real energy here of you know, taking down the mask and showing the world who we really are. And I feel like with the pram, you know, air signs, you could be going through some sort of how do I want to put this? It's almost like you're becoming somebody new, but you know, the new person that you are becoming is extremely authentic. Like, it is the you were always meant to show the world. You know, authentic AF, if that makes any sense. So yeah, there's this almost like the beginning of like there's been some sort of realization or some sort of deep reflection, or perhaps even this could have, you know, stemmed from, you know, even some kind of spiritual journey that you have been, that you have either just begun, and, you know, you're going to have a new self coming out of that, as a result, because ultimately, as many of you will know, that's what happens when we go on spiritual journeys, and we really get to know ourselves, and others. But yeah, there just seems like there's this, sorry, whether that's happening, something new that's happening and is going to eventuate, or whether that's something that's currently happening now, air signs. There's a real feeling of, just sort of becoming something or someone new, and it's a really authentic new, okay? And this is a good thing. This is a good thing. It's a good change. It's, you know, it's the taking off of the mask. It's like we're taking away everything that's fake and is not real and is not really us. And, you know, it's almost like that energy of, you know, I'm tired of pretending. So, you know, if that's the case, congratulations, because, you know, the more authentic we can be in this life, I believe, the more, what's the word I want to use? The more real life's going to be. Just the experiences, and the interactions that you have when you're coming from a really authentic place versus, you know, fake place. You know, always having to pretend to do and say things. Coming from a more authentic place is just, it's going to be a much better thing moving into the future, air signs. So that energy is there for you, and I don't know how it's applying at the moment, because this is a general timeless reading, but it feels really good. And if that's something that's happening for you or is going to happen for you, amazing, go with it. Love it. All right, so we do have now this double message of the telephone, which the telephone's all about communication and receiving or giving messages. So think like before, like with the bells. The bells is actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the bells and the telephone are similar but slightly different. So the bells is sort of like an announcement. So with this message, there could be some kind of announcement that helps you, like somebody's announcing something that then helps you with your, you know, with feeling restricted and the fears that you may or may not have at this time. Again, general timeless reading. So yeah, there's that difference. So it's like a message, but it's more like an announcement, like a town crier kind of thing. Whereas the telephone's more like, email communication, text communication, phone calls, that kind of thing. And can include letters, I suppose, but let's face it, that's becoming more and more less common these days, shall we say, even though I adore receiving letters, and cards, very rare at this time, and mind you, I just don't have the time to sit down and write them anymore either. But but yeah, something that I do love. And so we have this real energy of messages. So you know, it could be a really busy time at the moment. The other message I'm getting is could we be too busy in that department? Could we be, you know, on our phones texting too much? Could we be on our phones scrolling too much? Could we be plugged in too much? Yeah, I feel like Spirit has perhaps another message here that it could be information overload. It could be communication and messaging overload. Like we just need to unplug and take a break from our devices. So if that's the case, thank you, Spirit. I am sure there are some air signs out there that will be thankful to hear that and could be feeling like it might be time to unplug. Because yeah, there is this, I was feeling before like there's this anxiety energy for you air signs, and I don't love it. And I do, even though I feel like, you know, there's help coming with that, because there is, we can also, and when I say we, I mean I talk as if I'm an air sign, because this, you know, reading is for air signs. So air signs, there are things you can do about that, and that's all that can help as well. I mean, that can also contribute to anxiety, kind of, you know, doing too much of the social media and the being on our phones and with technology stuff, the scrolling, too much. So yeah, is it time to unplug? Only you will know. All right, that's those messages. I did feel like I wanted to pull another card with this, but I feel like that message of overstimulation with communication is what we needed to hear with the reading. So I didn't need more information after all. All right, let's go ahead and get some yes/no guidance for you air signs. So Spirit, can we please have some yes/no guidance for air signs at this time, please? Breathe, air signs, because I feel your anxious energy. Maybe do some breathing meditations. That might help you air signs at the moment too, if you are experiencing any anxiety. And now Spirit's coming in with a yes. So yes to what I was just saying. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for confirming that. But also air signs, if there has been something that you've had a bit of confusion around that is of a yes/no nature, Spirit is giving you some yes guidance at this time. So the other thing that I've been doing with these readings is, and I have to actually pause the video for just a second and get the deck again, but I've been drawing a message from I believe it's called the Dreamweaver's Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. So, and I'm going to be pulling a card for you air signs and reading the guidance from the guidebook for that. So just a tick, because I'm unorganized and I didn't grab the deck, but I'll just grab that now. One sec. Okay, so let's go ahead and shuffle the deck for you air signs. What message does air signs need at this time, Spirit, from this Dreamweaver's Oracle? Message for air signs, please, Spirit. This one. Okay. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay, you guys have got air signs, you've got when the storm spirits play. So I'm going to read the guidance from the book now for you. All right, number 1, when the storm spirits play. Okay, you've been asked to surrender your need to control outer circumstances, which is based on a desire to feel more certain, avoid confrontation, or resist change. This card signifies a time to trust that this chaos, this disorder, this disturbance, this disturbulence that has shown up in your life is temporary but important. You're now able to let go of what is unnecessary or that which you've resisted releasing. Consider how clear the air is after a storm, how dead branches are pruned from trees, and how potent seeds are scattered so new life can sprout in new soil. Even if you find yourself in conflict now, there is a gift in this. It invites you to see things from alternative perspectives and provides you with a lot of valuable information. New important possibilities arise from the chaos at hand. For now, the highest good for you is to remain in the center of the storm. Meditate, I suggested that, and be mindful of your reactions, as you don't yet have all the information needed to make an authentic choice. But you will have air signs. Watch and wait. There is a divine reordering at the root of this chaos. Listen deeply for the epiphany rising to greet you, and you will know the gifts this experience holds for you. When the storm spirits play, amazing things are stirred up through this divine change for the highest good of all. Remember, you are a weaver of dreams too, even if you must pivot, even if the threads of your destiny get frayed, the pattern you set will be breathtaking. I love that message for you, air signs, after the messages that came through. Yeah, thank you for being here with me for this reading, air signs. Yeah, I would love it if you would like this video. I would love it if you left a comment, and I would especially love it if you are not a subscriber to become a subscriber and hit that bell for all the notifications and future readings that I upload for you. So air signs, I feel like I want to say please be gentle with yourselves at this time. If there is stuff you are going through, and take care of yourselves, and I will see you. I hope you got something good out of this reading. Yeah. And I will see you hopefully on the next video. Take care. Bye bye.